Hello everybody, Damascus the Fox here, and today I will be reviewing the CRKT Symmetry. Now this is a pretty interesting knife, as you can see. Pretty classy. Now, let's do some specs, and then I'm going to talk about this knife a little bit on my thoughts and whatnot. My opinions, if you like opinions. See, overall length is coming in about 6 1/4. If you count that lanyard thingy, a little over 6 1/4. And then here we are. Blade, a little under 3 inches. And cutting edge is above, I would say 2.75, somewhere around there. So that's pretty cool. Oh, and I almost forgot. I wanted to say I got a new external mic for my phone, so hopefully the audio sounds a little bit better than just using my phone mic. So yeah, let me know, and let me know if the audio sounds better or somehow worse. So I'll appreciate that. Thank you very much. All right, now we did length. Let's do weight. Why did I put it all the way over here? Here we are. Hello to you too, scale. And we're on ounces. Coming in 2.37 ounces. So this is a light fella, very light. Yeah, not going to be cumbersome or bother to carry. Probably won't even notice it in your pocket. Size comparison time. Up against. Oh, I fudged that. It's embarrassing. Roast me in the comments. Right there, Tenacious. And pair 3. Didn't fudge that one. Congratulate me in the comments. There we go. So yeah, right there. Smaller than both, obviously. It's actually quite smaller. About half an inch, give or take. So much smaller than the pair 3. So if you like carrying the pair 3, but want something smaller, might be a good option. And then, okay, CJ. Oh, B. Feldspar, full-sized, and small boy, younger brother. So it's almost reaching the size of the small Feldspar. So yeah, if you like the small Feldspar, quite similar. And random comparison, but why not? Benchmade freak. I like doing a bunch of different manufacturers so everybody can get an idea for it. We banter. And it is a little bit, just a smidgen, as you can see by my finger, just a little bit longer than the banter. But obviously much smaller than the Benchmade freak. Love these knives. Alright, and last but not least, the perfect ADC knife that is so pocket friendly. Cold Steel Spada XL G10 and Spada Medium. Oh, who would have thunk it? It's smaller than both of them. I'm sorry, I like to do that. Why'd I put everything all the way over here? It's so far away. Okay, and I keep hitting my tripod. I apologize for that. Okay, so height now. So height on this guy. Let's go this way. Start off with the pair 3 and Tenacious. There we go. So obviously not very high at all. This thing is not going to be probably it's even smaller than even without this bulge right here, it would still be shorter. So that's pretty cool. And let's put it up against this guy right here, the small Feldspar. So yeah, even shorter than the Feldspar. this is the small feldspar. So, pretty interesting. And width. This is the width on this guy. Here's the width on this guy right here. So if you see that, much slender. This guy is not going to take up much pocket space at all. Yeah. And blade thickness, as you can see, quite thin. Very, very thin, slicey blade. Even compared to this full flat grind on the Pair 3. So actually pretty interesting. Alright. And this guy right here, he will run you on Blade HQ $39.95. But if you're going to pay full retail, so MSRP is $59.99. So I mean, it's a little bit of, it's quite a bit of money, especially for the steel. But I'll get into that. But yeah, so that's the price on this guy. Now let's do the cutting test. Got to bring myself some papers. Where's my papers? I guess I'll just cut this. Yeah, I'll just cut this. So. Slicey. Yep, that works really well. Yep, so it's sharp. Never used this before. Never sharpened it. So that's factory edge right there, and it is very slicey. Cuts with ease. So that's pretty cool. That is very cool. Very, really cool. Alright, now, time to talk about this knife. Get you my thoughts on it and my personal opinions. This is the CRKT Symmetry, as you can see right there. This is designed by Richard Rogers. Rogers Design. So yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite designers. If you keep up with my, if you watch a lot of my content, this is one of my favorite designs of all time, and he designed this as well. So a little comparison, as you can see. Definitely likes to make slender and classy knives. So that's one of the reasons why I like that designer. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. This right here is a textured GRN overlay right there. As you can see, it looks kind of carbon fiber-esque, but it's actually GRN. And it's really cool. It's nice and gives you a little bit of traction, but still kind of smooth, so not too bad actually. Really like the feel of it, like the look of it. It's actually really cool. Yeah, there you go. Now you can see a little bit better. You got these nice on the hardware. Got these nice little blue accents all around, all across it. So that's cool if you like the color blue. Make it pop out a little bit. So that's pretty cool. Got yourself a lanyard hole right here that is above the pocket clip. So some may not like that. Some may be okay with that. I mean, it's not really in the way, but it gives it a little bit of style right there. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. And steel on this guy, it's 8CR13 MOV. Yeah, that's why I was talking about the price before. It's like $50 for 8CR13 MOV. Yeah, I mean, 8CR13 MOV has never given me that much of an issue because I don't use my knives as often as I would like. Just for basic tasks, opening up a box with my next knife in it, stuff like that. But I have used 8CR13 MOV quite a bit on cardboard, and there's definitely better steels out there, and especially for the money. But otherwise, I mean, this is still a good knife, But yeah, just my thoughts on that. Just 8CR13 MOV. CRKT loves using that steel, but they're still a really good company. I love CRKT. This will be a drop point with a hollow grind, so that's pretty cool. That's probably why it's so slicey. Hollow grinds are really nice and slicey, and it is very, very fidgetable. Look at this, fidgy. it's a front flipper, but I had trouble for some reason front. Hey, I did it. Sweet. But yeah, you can front flip it. It's a little bit less intuitive than other front flippers, I feel. Like the Civivi McKenna. That is a fantastic front flipper. If anyone says you want, what kind of front flipper should I get? So far, my opinion is the Civivi McKenna. Works very well. Love it. The Feist, once you get kind of used to it, you can use the Feist quite a bit, but it's a smaller knife, and I had trouble figuring out, where to put my fingers to get that front flipper to work. Otherwise, the Feist is still a really good, recommendable front flipper. This guy, I for some reason did have trouble front flipping it. It gets caught right there quite often, so I have to like put it like this. So yeah, but otherwise it's pretty good. But I prefer just using my finger and just using it as a top flipper. So yeah, but it's very fidgety. You can just go like this all day, just floop, 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 because you don't have to disengage any locks. You don't have to mess with anything. You just go in and out, just wick it, just whip it like that. You can even just go back and forth, just whoop, 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 like that. You can even, do it with the back of your finger like that. It's pretty cool. So yeah, very, very fidgety. You just have fun with it. Just fidget all day long. You just rub it on your hand. Boom, fidget. Yeah, very fun to play with. Just all day long, just do this. The crap out of everybody. You don't even have to fold it in all the way. Just go back and forth with it. Boop, 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 like that. Just have fun with it. This is now one of the things I wanted to talk about is the fact that it's a slip joint design. Not really a slip joint design because it doesn't have the back spring. So this will be a double detent, which means it has two detent balls. So one detent keeps it closed and the other one holds it open. So that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if you can see inside of there. Yeah, right there you can see the two detent balls right there. So cutouts right back there, and so you close it, and that one engages. Open it. See, it might be better to see it from back here. And then that one engages. So yeah, so it doesn't make it a locking knife, which means it's legal in quite a few places that don't allow locking knives. Remember to always check your laws. I don't know where this knife is legal and not legal, depending on the place that you're traveling to. But it not being locking does help with, that law that some places don't allow you to have a locking knife. So it doesn't lock, and you can have a fidgety knife because slip joints are not very fidgety. They're kind of hard to open, if not impossible, with one hand use. You usually have to two-hand it and then two-hand. So this allows you to do one hand and just easily fidget with it. Very easy to actually and just use. So that's actually pretty cool. My only problem with so far, this is my first real impression on a double detent. So my problem with a double detent knife is I don't feel 100% safe with it. It is very, very light on that lockup right there. It's very light. That's one of the reasons why I don't usually use slip joints. I do have a few slip joints, and they are fun. But I like the security of a lock. So it just doesn't feel. I have that feeling that it's going to close in on my fingers. So when I use a slip joint, kind of frightens me a little bit. Where a double detent is even requires less tension, so it's more more insecure than a slip joint. So this is a design that actually makes me more nervous than a slip joint. So that's kind of funny. They actually found a way to make a slip joint style stronger. But otherwise, I know what was the purpose of this. Don't get me wrong. I know the purpose of a double detent knife is to make it legal and accessible to more people that are, prohibited by law, without having to make it a slip joint where you have to use two hands. It allows it to be one-handed opening. So that's actually a very good and innovative design. That's just, being able to have a locking knife. I won't really go for double detents. I usually go for locking knives, so that's just my opinion on that. So, yeah, if those laws didn't exist, I doubt double detent would really be a thing. But that's just opinion. Don't have to listen to my opinion. Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, really nice knife and a very smart design to help with prohibiting that law and still make something very fidgety. Look at that, so fidget. Yeah, very fun. But it definitely has. I wonder if there's something that they can do. Probably more innovation to help with the tension on that, because you just smack it. So definitely hold this with your thumb on the spine if using this. I would never use this on anything that is hard use, mostly just like opening up simple things, because any tension, you push back here. If you're like this and something gets pushed right here, it's going to come down. Or if you use this for cardboard, sometimes cardboard snags your knife. You pull back to get it, re-angle your cut. It's going to close like that, depending on how hard you whip it out. So I would suggest keeping your thumb on the spine at all times. That's just my suggestion. Now, pocket clip on this guy right here. This is an interesting pocket clip, if you can see that. Very nice blue. But it has these two screws that just bulge out on the top. So some people may not like that. It's not flat or flush anywhere around here. It does tend to get a little bit like weird when you put it in your pocket. It feels like it gets tight right around here, so you have this like excess space, but that might just be my pants. Otherwise, it does clip on, and the tension on it is definitely good. So yeah, it is reversible, so you can put it on this side. So truly ambidextrous knife, which is nice for them lefties. So that's pretty interesting. But now some people say that, it's a slip joint, but it is not a slip joint, in my opinion. It's a double detent knife. And it has, was it right there? If you can see that. The IKBS ball bearings pivot system. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. So otherwise, I definitely recommend this knife to to people who are prohibited by locking knife laws, or people who just like a slender, classy knife that's very easy to actuate and just have fun with. Just very fidgety. And if you got approximately about $40 to spare on 8CR13 MOV, because I mean it's not really a bad choice. I mean, there's better steels, definitely 100% for the price, but what you're going to use this knife on, I doubt really you need anything too substantial steel wise, because I would not use this on anything hard use, because like I said before, that detent. All right, well, I think this video has went on long enough. What do you think? Should I end this video now? Yeah, this is the CRKT Symmetry Rogers design. Awesome little double detent knife. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this video, and if you like more knife and EDC related stuff, check out my other videos, and remember to subscribe, because I post every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I'm also going to update my time. I'm going to start uploading my videos at 8 a.m. So remember to keep an eye out for those. And, and let me know if the audio sounded good with my new mic. So thank you so much for watching, and there'll be more knives and more videos in the future. You all have a great day, everybody, and thanks again for watching. Bye.